It took me almost dying to stop and go, hey, this isn't worth it. Being big is not worth dying.
You're taking drugs, you're trying to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and you're getting sicker and sicker and sicker. That's bigorexia.
I'm not a morning person.
Dedicated to being passionate about it.
Bodybuilders have become more lazy.
People have always thought I lift fake weights. Iran and the United States.
You take responsibility for that. So meanwhile, have you been training clients? And I know you had a lot of clients at one point. Have you been training that, and how's that going?
Training business is bigger than ever. We have the of course the training we do locally, but then we have very nice online clientele, and actually have trainers in other cities that are representing Above and Beyond Physiques doing online clientele. We have, and we have, I think last year we had 2 turn pro. We've already got 1 this year. We're looking to have 2 more by the end of the year. We've been the last years 2 to 3 people turn pro every year. So.
Now, what is this like when you're working with a client, right, a bodybuilder, and you're prepping him for a show, or just in general training him? What should be the dynamic like between the coach and the student? Well, not a student, but a client. You know what I'm saying? Like you mentioned before, you had some problems with the past coaches or whatever. What's the right approach? Like, you know what I mean? How much of your advice should you be taking? How much of the lead should you be, taking in that process? What's the right way?
Well, it kind of depends. Like, I'm pretty lucky. Like, everybody I've turned from pro from their first show all the way up into the end. So your body, and you're making, everybody's so different. So it's individual. But let's just say, you have a client, they say, and you're watching them, you're looking at them consistently, you've been paying attention to the foods that they're eating. When you get to that last point, there's nothing crazy that has to happen. It just has to be, you keep the same foods in. Like, we keep the same foods in. We may just do more of whatever carbohydrate. We may do less protein, and we may do, we manipulate the water at the end. I mean, it's hard, but not hard. It's like one of those things where you go, like, once you get somebody's body going and you're used to it, it's really just paying attention. That's the hardest part. Like, when you get a lot of people paying attention. And keeping the notes straight, making sure that when you're looking at people, you're making the right assessments for their body. That's the hardest.
How does it work? They send you the pictures, like pictures of their physiques, and you give them the updates as far as nutrition goes or training or whatever.
Yeah, I do both the training and training programs and the nutrition programs. I do the training based on their weaknesses. Is going to be great at sport. Nobody should look at you and say you have great arms. They should look at you and say he just looks great, or she just looks great. Because if you have key parts that stick out, then you're not symmetrical. So, like, everybody has strong points, but if you look at all the top people in our sport, they all flow really well. Nothing nothing really jumps out that's like, oh my God, that overpowers everything.